Nigerian music artist Folarin Falana joins us to discuss music as a tool to drive social consciousness. He touched on some topical issues in the country in his recently released music video. This is Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, of course, when was it Childish Gambino?
That is
when
correct.
He did the American version. I mean, that most people had to see that video 3-4 times to get the meaning you had behind it.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of comical versions came up after. Now, Falz, you have given us from acting to music to comedy, and then hearing that Falz had a version, one would have thought it was something comical we're going to get, but this really came to us as a surprise, a pleasant surprise, let me put it that way. We still had the comical effect in it, but the message was there. But what informed your decision to toe that path rather than just give us something to laugh about?
Laugh about, right. First of all, I was inspired by the original, Childish Gambino's This Is America, in the way that he told the American story, you know, via that video, and very artistically done as well. I was inspired by that, and I thought it would be amazing to tell the Nigerian story, you know, because I feel like we need to stir up a heightened level of social consciousness and political awareness out here, because everyone is, you know, seemingly distracted by entertainment and everything that's going on, you know, in the whole entertainment space, that we sort of forget, you know, we're facing a lot of struggles as a country.
I mean, but isn't that the crux of the matter? I mean, isn't that what's at the bottom of it all, to make money to begin with?
Yeah, that is correct. At the end of the day, money is very important.
Yes,
we need to make money. Even I need to make money. But I feel like at every sort of interval, we need to stop and think. We need to pause and look around. You know, are we becoming a bit too insensitive? You know, these are, I think, you know, are issues we need to really.
Or is it? Or I'm going to ask: do you think other Nigerian artists are also towing this path? And Falz, I'm not sure if it was last year. I guess it was last year. You came on the fire on Twitter for comments you made about artists encouraging or glorifying, you know, fraud. To begin with. So, do you see a situation where you have other? What do you think is really holding Nigerian artists back from speaking out? Do you think it's a fact, you know, the fact that values have changed? And we've come to accept really what's happening as a norm, and as such, that's really informing the kind of songs we see being released by artists today.
That is precisely the case, and it's very appalling, and it's quite disturbing that, you know, the irregular has become regularized, and, you know, more people now look at things that should be frowned upon as normal. Oh, you know, it's just hustle, they're just trying to, you know, make ends meet. Meanwhile, that is blatantly a crime. That is blatantly wrong. You know it's wrong, but, you know, you're just trying to brush it aside. And, you know, I feel like this shouldn't be the case. And, you know, that's why even the last time that I went under fire, you know, for what I said, I wasn't budged. You know, I didn't feel any sort of need to take back what I said. And I still stood by what I said. I readdressed the point in this video.
I mean, clearly, it was Nina Simone who said, how can you be an artist and not speak of the times?
Exactly.
Correct me if I'm wrong. At the beginning of this video, This Is Nigeria, that was your father's voice,
That is correct. At the beginning and at the end.
Your father is a human rights lawyer, isn't he?
That's correct, yeah.
Fantastic. I noticed that. And he did mention some very key issues that are really happening today. But taking a look at your lyrics, you know, or the song itself, what parts? Because it's filled with all the ills. There are many who say there are a lot more, you know, that wasn't put into that very short video. But then there are those who also argue that you practically, you know, summarize what's going on. But what do you think hit people the most? What lines do you think hit people the most in the song?
I think because of the sort of comic undertone to it, the line where I said, police station, they closed by 6, security reason. No?
I must say that hit me as well.
Yeah. The serious insecurity issue that we have right now, nobody is secure. And, you know, the police force that is supposed to be enforcing law and order aren't really doing that, if we're going to be honest. And, you know, in my opinion, the entire police force needs a complete revamp.
Then we also have the issue of the Fulani herdsmen.
Exactly.
As well.
You know, people constantly in the north being killed, being kidnapped.
You think we've become numb to the numbers?
Yeah, and it's really disturbing. And that's why I said earlier on about insensitivity. And, you know, we're all carried away by everything that's going on. And we're forgetting that every day, little girls, little children are being kidnapped, being killed. You know, and it's just not right.
Talking about the little girls, you also came under fire for the girls who had the hijab on and were dancing the shaku shaku dance move. What was your response to that?
I didn't have to respond. Somebody responded on my behalf on Twitter.
Lots of people responded.
Yeah, and I saw one particular tweet that I thought was the perfect response. And, you know, if I could give that person accolades, I would have. And the person was like, Falz didn't kidnap the girls. Falz did not rape the girls. Falz did not shoot the girls. Falz only taught them to dance shaku shaku. And Falz is the bad guy here. Like, you know, people always try to find a way to shoot the messenger so that they miss the message. But I mean, the message is pretty clear. You know, the message I'm trying to send is the violence in the north. You know, schoolgirls being kidnapped every day. You know, being killed, being taken away, and the government's extremely sluggish response to that.
You know, and it's a good thing. You know, this video came out because then it reminded us of the 30 million. That was missing at the JAM office.
Yeah, at the JAM office.
That was swallowed by a snake. Not much has actually been heard about that story.
Yeah, and it was just swept under the carpet. Typical Nigerian story. You know, it comes out, something happened, money is missing, and some cock and bull story.
What did your dad have to say about this video?
I mean, he really, really likes the song and the video, and he...
Obviously, he loved it as well.
Yeah.
I saw her tweet. Yes, I saw her tweet.
Nice.
On this issue as
well. My dad loves it, and you know, it's something that he continuously tells me to do, political and social commentary, because he actually was Fela's lawyer for the longest time, and is a big Fela Kuti fan, of course. So he always wants me to sort of mirror that style of
So Falz,
music.
in a nutshell, what are we going to be expecting from you? What's next?
I'm expecting a lot more fire. I'm going to be releasing some more material in the nearest future. Still working on conscious stuff, but also still, you know, working on purely entertaining stuff as well.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Falz, the musician, here with us. Should I add the bad guy as well?
Yes, please.
Because you are the bad guy on Twitter at the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.